too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy.
And Diddy destroyed this young singer's career, and some are saying they R-worded him like they allegedly did to Justin Bieber and Usher. So Bryshere Gray is an American actor and rapper who suddenly disappeared from the spotlight and dropped some major hints it had to do with Diddy and Will Smith's mentorship. He is now suing them both over his experience, and because many people say he was allegedly R-worded by the duo, Bryshere started to act out in disturbing ways, similar to how Justin Bieber did.
Jaguar Wright just dropped a bombshell in court, revealing how Diddy allegedly manipulated Empire star Bryshere Gray and dragged Hollywood icon Will Smith into the mix. Could Diddy's dark influence have actually changed Bryshere's life forever? The truth behind the headlines is more shocking than anyone imagined. Let's start with Bryshere Gray. Most people know him as Hakeem Lyon from the hit TV series Empire. He rose to fame quickly, playing a young, ambitious rapper, and soon became one of the most recognizable faces on the show. But behind his success, there was a troubling story waiting to surface. According to Jaguar Wright, Gray was allegedly sold into the industry by none other than his own mother. The person at the center of this setup? Diddy. Wright claims that Diddy didn't just open doors for Gray. He used him, manipulated him, and then discarded him. Jaguar's explosive statements have rocked the industry, suggesting that Diddy had been grooming Bryshere and allegedly forced him into a world he wasn't prepared for.
Jaguar Wright was out there yelling and screaming, monster, 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 monster. And everybody kept saying, she's lying, she's lying, she's lying. Meanwhile, the monster is, where's the baby oil in the let's go!
Everybody wants to be successful and a celebrity and stuff like that, but it comes with, sometimes, and,
Following breaking news in the arrest of Bryshere Gray, one of the stars of the hit show Empire. Tonight we're seeing hours of new video from his July arrest that ended with his wife flagging down police and telling them the actor had assaulted her for hours inside their Goodyear home. The bizarre jailhouse interview lasting for 2 hours as they try to piece together a chaotic chain of events.
Now, who was the man who supposedly introduced Gray into this world? Jaguar's claims bring up a name that might not be familiar to everyone. Charlie Mack was the one who discovered Bryshere Gray. He's the one who got him the role on Empire. But according to Wright, Mack may have had his own reasons for bringing Gray into the industry, and these reasons might have gone far beyond simply helping a young actor succeed. But this story doesn't stop with Bryshere and Diddy. It gets even more tangled when we look at Will Smith's connection to these figures. For years, there have been rumors about Will's relationship with Diddy, a friendship that dates back decades. In fact, some say that Will and Diddy have had their own adventures together, far away from the public eye. Jaguar Wright's claims have reignited these rumors, suggesting that Will Smith may have even struck a deal with Gray, something Wright calls a hall pass. While we don't know exactly what this means, the implication is clear. There's a possibility that Will's friendship with Diddy might not be as innocent as it appears. Fans remember that famous Jimmy Kimmel interview where Diddy was asked about his swinging friendship with Will.
You a little bit about when you made your comments about Bryshere Gray, and now we see that man. Just what are your thoughts? When all this.
If I run into you in public, and when I say Andy, I'm talking about Bryshere's mom, I'm gonna kick you in your and I'm gonna go to work North Philly style, bitch. You and Charlie. You happy now? He's a gay porn star. Are you happy now, Andy? For a book that didn't sell? I hope that new husband of yours leaves you. And maybe it's time you tell your son why his father is really in jail, his biological father, for all of his life, and what you had to do with it. You CI bitch! I'm sorry.
Do you feel this is...
That bitch came to me and begged me for my help. I told her to get the fuck away from Charlie. I did everything that I could do to get Bryshere, to help her get Bryshere out of California into Chicago safe, to be ready for filming. She knew she knew what Will did to him.
He's with my man Charlie Mack, so Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo, so Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love, and all he has to do is add discipline, and he gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, who is best to give you advice, and it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life, and it's like I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji and Terrence Howard.
The moment may have seemed like a joke, but with these new claims, it's beginning to look much darker. The tragedy here is Bryshere Gray's story. Jaguar Wright's statement suggests that Diddy groomed and used Bryshere, only to later abandon him when he no longer fit Diddy's plans.
And Charlie had promised her all kinds of things. And all she had to do was pretend to be a broken down single mom who worked her way up through the ghetto and raised a superstar for television, when the truth is she wasn't nothing but a drug dealer's whore. That's all she ever was. She went from drug dealer to drug dealer, and then she snitched on whoever she needed to snitch on until she could get to the bigger bag, until she got with Larry Lair, my friend who raised Bryshere in $1 million home. Your whole book is lies, Andy. And I hope anybody that bought it asks for a refund and demands it comes out of your pocket every time they see your son's gay porn. You and Charlie Mack.
Yeah, let me ask you. Today the U.S. attorney.
That
So, yeah, no, we gonna pray for Mr. Gray, man. If he needs prayer, I don't even know what's going
they
on.
trying to slay him out so he'll feel too embarrassed to file his lawsuit against Diddy for what Will and Diddy did to him. With Jaden and Justin present, that tape exists.
Okay.
I really hope none of that baby oil was used on those kids. That would just be in bad taste. Baby oil on babies.
You can't say that the flavor camp was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson. You just come on. Come on.
Starting to sound that way, ain't it?
No.
All that talent, and they fucking and she let Charlie tune that boy up on coke, knowing that he was bipolar and had ADHD. What kind of mother would do that to her son? Turn him into a prostitute so you could pretend to be something more than what you are, which is nothing more than a Philly whore. You're a whore. You're a bigger whore than they're making your son out to be, that's for sure. Because he didn't have no choice. You was down by all